Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word of mouth advertising is just so powerful. So if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Just as a friendly reminder to the audience, we put out a new show every single Monday, so make sure you give the notification bell a nice tap. Give it a nice tap so you don't miss a show. Also, we are doing laughter therapy here on the show. We got a lot of military members who struggle with everyday life after service, and we're just here to share a laugh and remember the good times. Joining me today is the man who is busier than a dildo in a woman's prison, giving new meaning to pump pass. Call sign Footloose. Footloose, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Is that a phrase?
As long as you get it, a good rinsing, I don't see the problem.
That immediately reminded me of the story Double Take told about the guy who had the penis pump on and couldn't get it off.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
Pump pass.
Oh, wouldn't the COs confiscate those?
I don't know.
Or do they just turn their toothbrush into it like a shank?
Look, whatever keeps them busy.
This is why they slice their cucumbers in prison.
That sounds dirty, even though I don't know if it is.
Yeah, if they didn't slice them, they would. Never mind.
Eat them.
I don't
if you get it, you get it.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, they get it.
Can you explain it? I've never seen a human female wiener. I don't know.
Don't look at my search history.
Okay. Also joining us today is the man who taught me that BBC does not stand for belly button crud. Call sign Cheeks. Cheeks, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Again, my internet search history.
How did you get his password?
Yeah. Get out of here.
He seems so...
Consider this to be an intervention, Cheeks.
These are so targeted. Look, don't kink shame him, okay?
These are going to go good with my story today.
I got a funny backstory for BBC belly button crud. So one of my very close friends told me after we had that episode where the one guy dared him to sniff his belly button and buy him an energy drink,
God.
right?
Yeah.
So she informed me that one day her 10-year-old was jumping in her face, on the couch, whatever, I'm going to get you with my BBC. I'm going to get you with my BBC.
Oh, no.
Now this sends her into a tizzy panic where she's trying to get a hold of her 10-year-old and be like, excuse me, what do you think that means? So the 10-year-old goes, it stands for belly button crud, of course. So it's
obviously.
Oh my God, thank God.
Right?
So I'm isn't that just fitting for the show? So
Yeah, my teacher told me about it.
Yeah. I need to have a talk with your scoutmaster. Footloose is dying.
Yes.
He's choking to death
God.
right now.
It's like I'm at the meeting again.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Remember, folks, use your belly button crud to spread cheeks and not hate.
Don't confuse those two acronyms.
Okay.
That'll be Shut the fuck up. All right, you guys ready for my first story?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so this story takes place in the early 2000s. This is an Air Force story. There was a bunch of Air Force guys that after work one day, they all decided that they wanted to go out and blow off some steam at the local strip club, right?
Having a rough day.
Is that his call sign?
So one guy in particular, we're going to call him Stanley, right?
We should call
Stanley
him
Steamer?
Well done. You see what I was going for there.
Footloose and I are on the same page.
Stanley is, they've been there for a little bit. Stanley's kind of getting a lay of the land, and he's enjoying himself, has a drink or two, and he decides, like, hey, I'd really like to get a private dance from this attractive young lady over there, right? So he goes and approaches her and says, hey, are you available for a private dance? And she says, why, yes. The fee is $25, right?
But that seems cheap.
Well, this was like over 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is before inflation.
So
of the stripper or
yes.
So Stanley digs into his pocket. He pulls out $25 and hands it over. The stripper takes the money and then just turns around and bolts into a back room, just like right away. Boom, hits the door.
Wait, like took his money and ran?
Took his money and ran. And
wow.
Stanley is just standing there like, oh, hell no. What the fuck was that? Like, that's not where the private dance area is.
She went to go dance privately.
She took it very literally.
Oh, man.
So Stanley is pissed off. He turns around like he's closest over to the bar. So he goes over to the bartender and says, hey, did you fucking see that? The bartender could not have given a shit less, right? It was like
shocking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, see what? I'm sorry, what? Like, that lady dancer over there just took my money and then ran into a back room where the private dance area is not.
He definitely said that hooker, not lady.
Well, we're going to be polite.
She doesn't work here.
So, and let me just say for the record, though, I think this is the perfect time to become a Karen about this situation because, like, you don't want to be had at the strip club. You're out there to have a good time, right?
I need to see your manager.
Yeah.
Which also, let's not just breeze by that. How weak of a move is it to go complain to the management about, like, excuse me, I did not get my private dance? Like, so this young lady has put Stanley in a really bad spot, to say the least.
So he starts taking money out of the tip jar.
Well, so Stanley's just kind of like looking around, and the bartender goes like, okay, well, look, I'll go back and see what's going on. Just wait right here. So the bartender goes and disappears into that same back room. Stanley's starting to look around for like things that are valued around $25 that he could either break or, be like, I'm definitely going to get my money's worth. I'm not going to get punked here. Like, I came out for a good time. This is false advertising. You know what I mean?
Did any of his friends see this?
Not yet. Just hang out. So Stanley is thinking to himself like, well, this is an awkward situation. This is not a good situation to be in. I'm going to give this 5 minutes, and then I'm going to start breaking shit. We're going to get kicked out here and ruin the night.
Oh, right? No.
Couple of minutes go by. The bartender comes back, links up with Stanley, and says, hey, I guess she was having some kind of a panic attack or something like that. You're just going to have to wait. She'll be out here shortly. Stanley doesn't exactly believe this. He's just like,
but
sounds like bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Sounds like bullshit to me. But what are your options at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a lot of options that you could. So, he inquires like, well, hey, can I transfer that money to a different dancer and get a dance from her?
That's how it
like,
works, right?
No. Like,
I need a store credit.
Private dances are not transferable in this establishment, he finds out. So
Only
a couple
STDs are.
Yeah.
So a couple more minutes go by. Here comes that same dancer back out right up to Stanley and says, hey, I'm very sorry. I had a panic attack. I needed a minute. Are you ready for your private dance? Well, now, like, Stanley's kind of like on the fence about really wanting one at this point. Am I really like turned on in the same way when I thought I was getting robbed?
Right.
But again, like, it's just like, okay, I guess I'll make the best of it. So he agrees, and he goes back to the private dance area with this same lady that, ran into the back room and had her little event, right? So they get set up back there. He sits down. She climbs on top of him, and they're like face to face.
Fuck yeah.
So all of a sudden, the dancer just kind of like twists at the waist and then just slaps him right across his motherfucking face. Like, what? Bam! What the fuck? Stanley's like, whoa, what the fuck was that? And she looks at him and says, well, I thought you liked it rough.
Hit me again.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because I'll be damned if she didn't twist her waist again and then go for round two. Well, this time Stanley blocks it and says, hey, stop fucking slapping me. What the fuck? I paid for a dance not to get fucked up.
He paid $25 to get his ass kicked by his stripper.
This is the worst stripping experience ever.
So he's got a nice, like,
he's got like a nice raspberry on his cheek right now. And he's like, okay, what the fuck? And he's really like regretting going for this dance at this point in time. So they have a very awkward dance. She doesn't really do anything. But I mean, I guess you could say from a certain perspective, he did kind of get his money's worth. He kind of got a dance. He also got slapped in the face.
Some people pay double for that.
Yeah. Exactly. He did not have to pay extra. So
I want to know how many people this lady robbed.
Needless to say, this was not a love connection. She did not get a very nice tip. And then Stanley ended up going back to meet up with his buddies.
With a handprint on his face.
With a handprint on his face. And he's like, hey, did any of you guys see that?
He looks like an orc from Lord of the Rings.
So he has to explain the situation. Of course, they're all pissing themselves laughing. He's like, you got fucking robbed by a stripper and then you let her slap you? Like, what kind of fucking shit is that, man? So I am happy to report they did have a fun night, because what Stanley did, his version of revenge in this situation, is he made sure to seek out every other dancer and get dances from them and tip them.
Yeah, that'll show her.
Never go back to the one that slapped him. Revenge is sweet, my friends.
Oh my God. I'm just picturing Stanley like looking over at his friends like, hey, is someone gonna help me over here?
I don't know if that was
Shut up, pussy.
I called for help twice.
Luckily, this didn't end up in them getting kicked out or anything.
Oh my God.
That's where I thought this was going.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of setting it up for that, because you're not really given a whole lot of great options. Either you got to just, take it, or be like, okay, I'm going to find something to smash worth $25.
That was a buddy that I used to serve with. He had not quite the same experience, but went there and got...
Did you serve with Stanley?
Yeah. This is Stanley.
It's his brother, Steven. Well, he got really drunk, but also was, quote, quote, buying a lot of dances, but apparently you don't have to pay up front.
Oh, no.
Turns out he was fucking broke.
So he did the reverse Stanley.
Yeah, so he was the stripper in this case and tried to leave without paying. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently at some strip clubs, they have really huge bouncers that will just beat the fuck out of you if you don't pay.
And will really have a good time doing it.
Oh,
so they got their money's worth by kicking the shit out of him.
That's amazing.
Well, that's one way to pay for a private dance.
Yeah.
Hey, can I pay you $25 or can I just get my ass kicked from him?
Yeah, that's
Same.
maybe that was the bargain he was making.
Yeah.
And I like it rough.
That's awesome.
So the next story is kind of like a strip club.
Boo, Footloose.
No booing.
Boo this man.
Not spreading love, cheeks.
Boo.
I'm going to start throwing things at you until you start being loving. Loving podcast.
Tell you what, you give me $25.
So this next story takes place in Cheek's equivalent of a strip club, Afghanistan.
Yeah. Aaron's handing me a stack of cash right now. Hang on, I got to dance.
I need you to dance on me, bitch. All right, sorry.
So there's a team, this is another Air Force story actually, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
A team of guys who were actually doing a very non-Air Force mission. They were going outside the wire.
Okay.
In like a tactical way. So these guys have a team, and it's almost like a QRF, but they're doing patrols. So they have weapons, they got full kit and everything like that, been trained up to actually do more other branch military stuff outside the wire here in Afghanistan. And so part of what they would do is they would go into villages, you know, that whole winning hearts and minds, not like how the Marines do with 2 to the heart, 1 to the mind.
I heard that before. That was good.
Oh. So these guys were actually trying to do some form of coin or diplomacy or whatever.
Okay.
And so they would engage with some of these villagers to try and gather intel and be like, hey, we're not bad guys.
Yeah.
Which, you know, worked really well all the time.
I heard that.
Were they ever giving out lap dances?
Oh, God.
But the whole point was, in this team was the team leader. He was the guy who everybody knows, who just thinks he's really fucking high speed, super tactical, knows everything, and he would go out of his way to take steps like, when they write the book about me for my deployment, here's what they're gonna remember.
He knows it all and wants to let you know it all the time.
Yeah, you never questioned him. He was always right.
There's a lot of those personalities in the military.
Yeah, everybody ran into one. Well, this team had him as their leader. So as part of what they would do when they would engage with these people is they had an interpreter with them, obviously, because most people could not speak the local language.
Sure.
And so the interpreter would also not only say what they're meaning, but help them with like the cultural differences and give them advice about here's what you do, here's what you don't do. Well, again, high-speed super cop here thinks that here's what I'm going to do. So the greeting in Afghanistan when you see people is salam or assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Yeah. So you can just shorten it, and it's pretty common for people to just kind of, and say, like in our version, instead of saying hello, how are you, just say hi.
Yeah.
So you just say salam, which is, I think it just means peace or peace be with you.
It's actually a cold cut, actually.
Yeah.
Look at all this culture on the show, on the Cammo Comedy Show.
I put that on my sandwiches.
Rude cheeks. Not spreading love.
Yeah. Our numbers are going to tank in Afghanistan now.
Oh, dang it.
So this guy trying to be high speed here is trying to go around greeting everyone saying salam. And however, his mistake was it all sounds the same to me.
Oh, no.
And he was saying shalom.
No.
Which, for those of you who don't know,
I hate those people.
is the common greeting in Hebrew used by Jewish people.
Oh, you've got to be fucking shitting me.
Which obviously the super cop knew that has great relations with Arabs. Throughout history, just best of allies.
Oh my God.
So needless to say, he's walking around greeting people with shalom.
Schlong.
And he's not exactly happy about this. And they're looking at him like, what the fuck did you say to me?
Yeah.
And he's just smiling, walking around so confident in what he's doing and saying.
Oh, no.
And the interpreter is getting very wide-eyed looking at the reactions of all of these villagers who are slowly grabbing their weapons
Yeah.
and making a perimeter around this guy. And the rest of the team's like, this is where we die.
Yeah, this is how it happens.
So they start getting louder and louder progressively as he's doing it, totally ignorant and unaware that he's pissing everyone off in this village.
So he really thought he was winning all
Dude,
the
he did.
Like they're standing up cheering for me.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you applause. So as they're
Solid
gathering
Rick
around,
and Morty reference, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if anyone would get that one.
I got it.
So the interpreter is stepping in like, whoa, 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 whoa. He tells him like, you, go fucking sit down. Go away. Go back to the truck now.
Oh, wow.
And he like puts his hands up and is just like, look, guys, I don't know how to say this. He's just retarded. He's not meaning that. He's just stupid. He thought they were the same thing. Does not know what he's saying. Don't kill him.
Oh my God.
So it was a real hard sell, but they believed that American was an idiot.
So wait, let's not like skip over that one too quickly. How awesome is it that you're actually like de-escalating a situation by showing like, hey, this American means no offense, he's just stupid. And that like de-escalates the whole fucking
I mean,
thing.
how easy is that for the interpreter? It's
Right.
good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, I could see that.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. He's stupid.
So our next story is going to be an army story.
All right.
From Don't you fucking boo me. I'll pay you $25 and slap you. So
That's a low price to slap somebody.
It is.
There's a lot of bosses I would have just gladly paid $25 to.
Well, no, they paid you.
yeah. So our next story is going to be an army story.
All right. Nice.
From the late 90s. And this is going to be stateside.
Nice.
So
Hey, do you know what Army stands for? Ain't ready to be a Marine yet?
Rude.
I hate you.
That's not spreading love.
What the fuck?
I feel harassed. Cheeks is harassed.
I'm harassed.
Are you harassed?
I am.
Okay. Continue.
I don't want to do the show anymore.
You can't always just quit the show, Cheeks.
I want to quit the show.
Hey, you know what else Army stands for?
What?
Air Force rejected me yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's all I got.
What the fuck? So this is an army story from the 90s. Okay, late 90s, and this is stateside.
All right.
So the way that this was told was someone gave us a story, and he said, my lieutenant told us that his friend did this. So obviously this is the lieutenant's story.
This is obviously fake from the beginning.
I'm hearing some air quotes
Yes.
flapping around.
Yes. My friend, quote. So This
Because lieutenants don't have friends. That's where the joke is.
Yeah. This lieutenant was a second lieutenant. He's just a butter bar. He's a new officer.
Nice.
And he's down in DC doing some training of some kind.
Okay, nice.
And sorry, his friend was down in DC.
Yeah. Sorry, my friend.
And he says his friend met this lady, some lobbyist or congressional aide or something like that, who was a smoke show, like 10 out of 10 hot, right?
Nice.
And he was a bit of a ladies' man, so he ends up going back to her place
Okay, I
for
like
some
where this is going.
happy fun time.
Getting some congressional aides.
So he says his friend stated that everything was getting hot and heavy, and they go into the bedroom, and his friend notices that her sheets are rubber.
Oh, no.
This is what you call a clue. Something is amiss.
So immediately we all think squirter, right?
Okay, I like
Right.
where that's going.
Yeah. So this lieutenant's friend says that they go into the bedroom, sees the rubber sheets, things start getting fun, and then she jumps on top of him and starts giving him the ride of his fucking life, right?
Okay.
Everything's good so far.
Where'd they go?
Shut the fuck up, Footloose.
So this guy's getting the ride of his fucking life,
Right,
and then this
right.
lady starts thumbing in anal beads into
Okay.
his ass.
Into him?
Into him. Oh, well,
Without asking?
without asking, right? But he's like,
Consensual is sensual.
he didn't say stop. Yeah.
I really like the sound effect.
That was
That's
good.
I hope they're
appropriate.
graduated.
Yeah. So she starts thumbing in anal beads, right? And he's like, well, whatever. I'm into it because this is a lot of fun and things are
Yeah.
going great, right? Well, he climaxes and she reaches down right after he climaxes and grabs a hold of the anal beads and then starts a lawnmower.
Oh, see, that's a good way to get a pink sock. That's where hemorrhoids began.
So she yanks on these anal beads like a chainsaw in the winter, right? That just won't start, just rips them out. He then immediately evacuates his bowels
Oh, no.
all over her rubber sheets.
Now, see, that's embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Very embarrassing. It
The
gets
sheets
worse.
were for him.
The sheets were for him. She then starts finger painting. Yes, and smearing
Oh, no.
all over her body, and then demands that he fucks her again.
See, I see this as the opposite of a problem.
Of course, you fucking
Right?
do.
Because, like, think about this.
God,
You see somebody that's really open-minded. All she needs is a nice rinsing. Then you can fuck her, and you can fill her with so much cum, you're going to switch her 23andMe results.
get out. Fucking leave. Footloose is gonna throw up.
Well, the whole point is she doesn't want a rinsing.
No.
She was just rinsed in your
You'd be like,
shit.
hey, let's turn it up a little bit. Let's go over to the shower.
So no, this guy's mortified. He collects his things and runs out. Okay.
Finger painting Francis.
Oh, gross. And then that lieutenant
Shit
tells the
dripping
story
the
as
whole
it was
way
my
out.
friend.
Hold on. Something's coming. Do you guys remember? I think it was Billy Madison where they were playing the prank on their old neighbor. He's like, "It's poop again."
He called the shit poo.
I would not be able to resist yelling that out right after she was rolling in that.
I just can't even fathom this story. Like the rubber sheets, you're like, okay, cool, this might be fun.
Yeah.
And it was a red flag the whole time.
That was a clue.
Oh my God. There's so many ways it could have gone. Him shitting all over the rubber sheets was not where I thought it was going.
So I would think that rubber sheets were more for liquids, like pee.
Oh, I'm sure at that point it was liquid. After the 15th anal bead.
Oh my God.
This was an Epstein trap.
Fucking asshole was a jar of marbles at that point. Shaking around.
He's a fucking maraca. Oh.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Don't roll in poop, folks. That's not sanitary.
Don't do that.
All right, you guys ready for my next story?
Yeah.
Is this the lieutenant's friend?
No.
It's from the girl's perspective.
Oh.
All right, so this story takes place in the early 2000s. We have ourselves another basic training story.
Oh, yes.
So this is also an Air Force story. We got one main character here. We're going to call him Sean.
I did not approve that name.
Too late, cheeks.
Yeah, suck it, Sean.
So Sean is a really good trainee. This is toward the end of like the run of basic training, right? So he's got a little over a week left to go. And Sean had fallen very sick. He had like pink eye, he had sore throat, and he had all kinds of diarrhea. Don't say anything, Cheeks. We're not ready for a callback.
Let me just cut this off right here.
Why do you assume that I'm going to say something?
He didn't have any rubber sheets either. You know what I mean?
That's why you got pink eye.
Yeah,
exactly.
I kept it to myself. You can't contain both Footloose and I.
That is
You gotta
true.
pick one.
You cannot do it.
You guys are hard to wrangle. So
Mostly just hard.
So Sean is like, he wakes up one morning and he's just like, oh, fuck. Now, for those of you in the audience who might not know, in basic training, every morning they do a sick call, which is very much so what it sounds like. You know, they'll ask whoever's sick, line up over here, and they're going to send you over to the doctor. The doctor's either going to throw some medication at you, or maybe they're going to recommend like bed rest or something like that if you're really fucked up.
Some ibuprofen and water.
Exactly. That's the typical basic
Rub
training
some dirt in it.
prescription is like rub some dirt in it, have some ibuprofen, make sure you hydrate, see you later, right? Well, Sean was like really feeling fucked up that morning. It was before morning PT, so he goes to report into his drill sergeant, right? And like we said, Sean is a really good basic trainee, right? He was on his way to making honor grad and everything like that. So he was doing really well in basic training. So he reports in and says, hey, drill sergeant, I'm sick. I might need to go to sick call today. So the drill sergeant kind of looks at him and says, all right, trainee, shut the door.
Zip.
Shuts the door behind him.
Put these anal beads in your ass.
That was not what was said.
Gonna give you a juice cleanse.
So the drill sergeant says, all right, airman trainee, you can go to sick call. Like, I'm not going to prevent you from getting better. However, if you go, just know there is a chance that you might get washed back a week because you might have to go on bed rest or something like that, which means you're going to just be here a little bit longer. So,
Fuck that.
if you think you can tough it out, that might be in your best interest. But if you are sick, make sure you go get help, right? So Sean has to think about this for like half a second and says, nope, I am going to tough it out, right?
Yeah.
So Sean goes out to morning PT, and this is over 20 years ago. So this was back when like they still had like the sweat shorts and like sweat shirts and short sleeves and all that kind of stuff like that. Like this is the old basic training PT gear.
Like the gray stuff.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very basic. And so Sean's out there barely pulling off like a half-assed effort to try to like stay in the game, to like run around and do push-ups and all that kind of stuff. He's just fucking miserable.
In the Air Force is really saying something.
Well, like in his defense, he's fucking sick.
Yeah.
So he's like, barely holding it together.
He's about to cry. What do you mean 3 push-ups?
So he's now like the third fastest runner.
Yeah.
But the good news is that after morning PT comes morning chow, right? So he's just like, okay, I can kind of like get myself together. Maybe I'll have like a little bit of orange juice that's going to help my sore throat and all that kind of thing, right? So he goes into chow, right? And he is just in no shape to really be eating everything. He doesn't really have much of an appetite. So it's more of like him just kind of like pushing a little food around his plate, because the way that it works in basic training is that you cannot leave the table until everybody that's seated at your table is ready to go. Mm-hmm. And this is like mega honor code, because like meals are scarce. There's no snacking. So like everybody has to agree.
It's like fucking prison.
Exactly. Like you have to, like everybody has to agree they're done and they're ready to get up and go, right? So
You do this fake like looking around, pretending like you're still eating, even though you're completely done.
Yeah.
he gets his electrolytes, he gets a little bit of OJ in his system. Maybe he tries to have a little bit of food, but he's too fucking sick, man. So the time comes when all of the other people that are seated at his table are ready to go. So he stands up, and right as he stands up, he feels his bowels just completely let loose, right? And he just has like liquid shit coming through a screen door right down onto the chair that he just stood up from. Now, it's important for me to point out here, it's not a huge amount. It's like half of a little juice glass amount, but it's still enough.
A lot of shit.
If there's no such thing as shitting your pants a little.
You can shit your pants a little.
If there's a visible amount on the chair, it was too much.
There was a visible amount.
Any amount is too much. You
Because
can't shit your pants a
if you
little.
can-
No, we're not glazing over this. You cannot shit your
he
pants
glazed
a
over the
little.
chair.
Yeah, he did. That's why it's not a little. There's no little bit of shitting your pants. If you shit your pants, you have shit your pants. It's not like, oh no, I
Listen.
just shit my pants a little bit. It'll be fine. That's
Hold
not the
on.
way it works. You shit your pants. You shit your pants.
You can have a butt burp. You can
Get
have a
the
little
fuck
bit
out.
of ass
Get
butter.
out. Get out.
You can have a little bit of ass butter. There could be.
Some truffle butter.
You've been hanging out with Dome Piece too much.
There's degrees. Like you can have a tremendous like butt burrito log that comes out, right? And you can have like a pudding hammock. Like we've already been over like so much of this stuff. You know what I mean?
He could float a rubber duck on his chair.
Gross.
My point is, there is a small amount. It wasn't a tremendous amount that came out,
Wrong.
right? So all of a sudden, like Sean panics because like
Because he shit his pants.
the last thing you want to be doing is being remembered as the guy in basic training that shit himself in the chow hall, right?
Gotta leave a legacy.
So like just in like a panic, he sees like the material kind of like sloshing around on the chair a little bit. So he's just like,
that.
you know what? This is not my problem, and pushes in the chair. No. Like this is the next guy's problem.
No.
And then he feels like a little bit of like a wet ring around his beehole and was like, well, they're definitely going to see the evidence that I actually shit my pants. So I'll just like cram that right up in my butt crack and hide it from everybody because you know what? The legal ramifications for having a wedgie versus shitting your pants are way different.
The legal ramifications.
Gotta admire the quick thinking.
So he just gives himself an atomic wedgie
Yes.
when there's a puddle of diarrhea in the chair and just shoves it in there for the next guy.
He was packing. He had like a karate chop hand up his ass crack, and he was just like shoving all the material that would go up there.
Fucking promote now.
Yeah, he was just like quick thinking, pushing the chair. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like nothing happened. Takes his tray back to wherever they had to drop it off, and then you have to go outside to form up to be released back up to your barracks. Well, after chow is shower time. What could be more perfect for Sean's situation, right?
yeah.
Just go up there
So-
and waffle stomp.
So like he's just really praying that like nobody happens to make comments about his tremendous wedgie, you know, and luckily nobody did. So he runs upstairs, he strips all of his clothing off, stuffs it into his laundry bag, like just deep as far as he can go. And Sean never got caught. He was able to shower up, feel a little bit better. He graduates on time.
What about the next guy?
That's his problem.
The dude who sat in the waterbed that he left for.
That's no bed.
What is this, coffee? We can't have coffee.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. Because you know that it's not like
hold
you're
on.
pulling the chair out and inspecting it.
I love that story though. Thanks for sharing. Quick thinking there, Sean.
See, I was thinking,
Sean,
like,
you're a fucking asshole. I'll say it.
you're a drippy asshole. Why wouldn't you just like take your juice and spill it on your chair?
Because then you still get, you know, found out. And
Well, they
there's-
don't know you shit. They think you just spilled juice.
See, if you draw more attention, they're going to be like, "What's up? What's up with your wedgie there, trainee?" Like peel that out, and then they'll be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You
what
should
do
see
got
my
going on?"
seat back in the chow hall. Fucking biohazard. They had to throw that chair away.
Fucking foul.
They don't exactly emphasize doing the right thing.
If I've learned anything from my military service, it's that if you do the right thing, you're going to get fucked for it.
That's not.
Look
it's
the other
sad-
way.
It's sad how true that is.
Yeah.
Actually. So
Yeah, the guy who reported it actually got in trouble.
like, we think this was yours.
There's shit on my seat. Shut up.
Did you shit on the chair? Did you shit on the chair, man?
Sit down.
Did you just show me your underwear? Did you do this?
Clean it up with your hands.
Your tongue.
Oh, fucking gross.
That's a great story. Thanks for sharing.
Fuck you, Sean.
Hey, thanks for checking
checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways you can contribute.
First and foremost, tell someone about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you helping us out.
If you have any funny military stories of your own, or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. And if you're not too good at the internets, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146.
Yeah, and if you want to interact with us throughout the week, hit me up on my socials, Facebook and Instagram. Just look up !Cheeks.
We have a lot of big plans for this show. In building this community to support veterans, we will announce here soon. So stay tuned. All right. I'm going to go enjoy a nice pasta salad with a little mayonnaise later.
Okay, first of all, mayonnaise?
Why do you always have a problem with the way I talk?
There's a way you're supposed to say the word, Aaron.
Mayonnaise?
That's not it.
Panaz.
That's not fucking it, Aaron. That's not...